Hello, Leo Drager here. I want to talk to you about netStat. NetStat is something that anybody can realistically do on any system. And I'm just going to go to the command prompt, open up, and do a netStat. Give myself a little real estate here, clear the screen, and let's look at the command. So I'm going to do a netStat space / question mark, hit enter. And what you can do here is first note the differences in the versioning of this file. Some of the newer versions of NetStats will have additional options. For example, I'm using an older version right now just to show you that there is no binary executable option in this older version of NetStat. Okay, so some of the common ones that you're going to want to pay attention to here is the A, display all connecting listening ports. B, if you had that, B is for the binary executable map to the system. And display the addresses and port numbers in numerical form, which we can compare the difference in there. On O, the owner's processing ID. You're always interested in that in itself. You can sort by protocols if you just want to view just the TCP or UDP or any specific protocol like ICMP or whatever you wanted. Sometimes if I'm looking for something specific, I will use that command, but most of the time not. I never use the routing table option because it's just as easy to do a route print, but technically you could do that here as well. And then S for per protocol statistics. So I'm kind of going to do this in backwards order here. I'm going to go back, netStat, clear the screen, do an S, and here you can see the per protocol statistics. And it's summarized by category. So it's IP version 4 statistics, ICMP version 4 statistics, so you can see traffic being sent and received from the system. TCP statistics, that's a good sign. And then UDP statistics. All you realistically get here is a summary. So if you just want to see a quick sanity check if something is working or not, you can quickly check a netStat-S. So next, let's do a netStat-A. Okay, this shows you the protocol, the actual port. So I have the actual host computer and the actual protocol. When we do a -N, these will go away and they will turn into numerical format. The state of the TCP connection. So notice that TCP has a state, where UDP, the only thing that gets monitored is nothing. Okay, so it doesn't monitor state. And we can easily combine this. If I wanted to do an AN, you can see I just add the -AN to the end of the command, and it instantly changes it over to the numeric format, right? And then, of course, if we wanted to add the -O, we get a column over here, which gives our owner process ID. And that's relatively it. Now I'm going to switch over to another system and just show you this so you can get a comparison. So this is a Windows 2000 server. I use this as a test VM. And let's do a netStat space / question mark here. You can see that this does not have the binary option either. You're only going to get that on, I believe, Windows 2003 and later. And then, of course, we can compare it over here on our Kali penetration testing VM. So let's clear the screen here. netStat-H for help. And you can see that you get a whole different set of options. Some of the basic stuff, you do have the same interface. You can do it, you can display your routing table. You can look at per interface statistics if you have multiple interfaces. NetStat and the Unix side, you can actually look at multicast groups. You can do the same -S that you wanted to for statistics in Windows. You can actually get a verbose output. Okay. You can do N for numeric. That's the same here. And I typically don't use things like route caching or display the timers or continuous listening. Well, actually, continuous listening is not that bad because you can basically look at it in a live format, kind of like the top command where you get live detailed statistics. So that's actually not too bad. So N, and you can basically see numerical format, right? And again, it's a slightly different because it is Unix, but nonetheless, it's got the same information here. So we'll do it again, netstat dash H, oops, dash H, dash lowercase s for statistics, V for verbose, okay, and then the P for program or program ID. So let's do netstat dash P, and then 127.0.0.1. Spell it correctly. Forget. Okay. And so you can compare it. And actually, to do that correctly, I'm going to do a pipe more here so that you can see it one page at a time, and then kind of see the column header. So you got your protocol, your addresses, local addresses, your foreign addresses, and of course your process ID would be right here.